Today's journey takes us to the Spirit counters and ticket kiosks. What's the history? What happened? Why did it decay? How did I like exploring this place and how did I feel? All this information will be labeled throughout the video, along with some live sounds and old pictures from this location. Let's start that video. What is the history for Spirit Airlines? In May 1992, the company introduced McDonnell Douglas DC-9 and McDonnell Douglas MD-80 jet aircraft and changed its name to Spirit Airlines. Spirit expanded from charter operations into scheduled service on June 1, 1992, with flights between Detroit and Atlantic City. Flights between Boston and Providence followed on June 15th through 1994. Spirit added scheduled service to Orlando, Fort Lauderdale, and St. Petersburg, Florida, Atlantic City, Fort Myers, Florida, and Philadelphia. Spirit intentionally maintained its headquarters in the Kennedy Building in East Point, Michigan, formerly East Detroit, in Metro Detroit. In December 1999, the airline moved its headquarters to Moore, Florida. Before selecting Muir, Spirit also considered Atlantic City and Detroit. In the summer of 1994, Spirit canceled tickets for 1,400 customers following an overbooking incident. According to the airline, the issue resulted from incorrect instructions provided to travel agents, which caused some tickets to be treated as invalid despite customers having paid for them. In response to the criticism, Spirit started that it would accommodate all ticketed passengers, including by booking them on competitive airlines if necessary. In 2005, Ben Balzenia was hired as president, following an investment by Indigo Partners in 2006. Balzenia became CEO and assumed a larger role in the airline's operations and strategy. Under Balzenia, Spirit adopted an ultra-low-cost carrier business, modeled in part on Iceland Ryanair, emphasizing very low base fares supplemented by additional fees for nearly every service. While strategy received significant media criticism, the airline continued to expand its customer base and revenue from additional service. Spirit also became known for advertising campaigns and promotional fees that used productive humor and double entries, including its MIL promotion, which stood for Many Islands Low Fares. Spirit rapidly expanded in networks throughout the 2000s, including service to destinations in the United States and the Caribbean, and filed applications for additional international routes. But the airline focused on high aircraft utilization in the effort to keep operation costs down, contribute to weak operational reliability and limited recovery operations during disruptions. The airline also faced regularity in labor deployments, including a 2000 Federal Aviation Administration fine for aircraft making and place carding violations, and a 2010 pilot strike that temporarily grounded operations from June 10th to 18th. Spirit Airlines introduced a fee for carry-on baggage in 2010, the first U.S. airline to do so. Other U.S. ultra-low carrier costs included Allegiant Air and Frontier Airlines, later adopted similar charges. In 2012, the airline faced public criticism after declining to refuse a fee for a terminal ill military veteran who had purchased a non-refundable ticket. Spirit later issued an apology, refunded the fare, and made a donation to the Wounded Warrior Project. During this period, Spirit faced increased competition from basic economical fees introduced by legacy carriers, which incorporated elements of the ULCC model by offering lower base fares supplemented with fees. By 2017, Spirit on-time performance had improved compared with earlier years, ranking among U.S. carriers by the metric. In 2018, the airline began equipping its fleet with Wi-Fi service. Ted Christini succeeded Fernando as CEO in January 2019 and led Spirit to make significant capital investment announcements in 2019, including that it would move into a newly built headquarters in Dania Beach, Florida, and acquire 100 new Airbus A320 Neo family aircrafts. What happened? On April 15, 2026, reports indicated that Spirit Airlines was at risk of immediate liquidation as surging jet fuel prices, driven steeply higher by the 2026 Iran war, deepened the carrier's already severe financial distress. The conflict-related spike in the global oil markets pushed fuel costs to levels that Spirit's ultra-low model could not absorb, compounding the airline's ongoing losses from high debt, labor expenses, and intense fare competition. By April 18th, the airline was actively seeking a federal bailout in an effort to avoid liquidation. And later that month, the Trump administration said it was considering acquiring a controlling stake in the company. The airline ceased operations on May 2nd, 2026 at 3 a.m. After bailout negotiations between the creditors and the Trump administration collapsed, the airline blamed sharply raising fuel costs associated with the 2026 Iran war for the shutdown decision, although the carrier was already in a weakened financial position following years of losses for failed merger attempts and 2 Chapter 11 bankruptcy fallings. The final Spirit Airline flight landed in Dallas-Fort Worth shortly after midnight on May 2nd, 2026, after its trip from Detroit.
Se retirarán para su inspección y pueden dañarse o destruirse. Por razones de seguridad, no se permite pasar por equipaje
One that Ace took some fish because hers not working at all. And these are the J classes that
This is creepy.
Yes, I'll be at door 41. I'll be at position 41 by Spirit Airlines. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Oh, you work? You working?
No.
So if you don't, you can't be back here, sir. What are you doing?
Why is this location decaying? It's not really decaying that bad. Some of the kiosks are damaged due to the travelers destroying them. The counters are actually, I was surprised, clean, but there were some that were actually dirty. This has to be maintained because it is an airport, so it's not bad. How did I like exploring this place and how did I feel? So this was my first aviation location that I got to explore. I felt safe exploring this place. I got a lot of great video footage when I was exploring this location. That was pretty cool. It was very quiet and it felt like a ghost town because nobody was around. I was itching so bad to do this video, but now it's finally done. Thanks for watching my video. Make sure that you like the video. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And of course, lastly, don't forget to hit that notification button so you'll know when new videos get released.